Ah, yes, the Oceanic WCQ, the first of many this weekend. Make sure you guys smash the little crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. There's a lot of WCQs that are going to be erupting over the weekend here. And the first one is actually going to be Oceanic, or basically the Australia-New Zealand region. Actually putting up a pretty interesting fight. Now, there's only 299 duelists for this, which might seem small for you, but I mean, when it's the best people within a region competing with each other, I mean, it doesn't really get, too hard to realize that they are playing for, some crazy stakes. Now, we don't have a lot of the top 8 list, but we've got a lot of the other top cut to talk about here. One of the more interesting ones was the Ritual of Light and Darkness, Fiendsmith Mitsurugi pile. From my understanding, this was like some 60 card hybrid list that they were bringing to the table and just destroying people with. So that's pretty interesting. But I mean, overall, Archmage was also in second place. As you can see, Cool Tune had a pretty big grasp of representation here. Branded and even Blitzclick managed to bring it together. Now, we do have a Despia branded list that did make top 4 out of this event. As you can see, this build was going with Nadir's Servants. This has become more of a classical inclusion into this deck, because you're just going to do your combo plays during the opponent's turn. Your opponent can set up, they can feel very confident and be happy and all of that, and then, just go ahead and Nadir's Servants set up, and congratulations, you're basically good off to get to where you need to be. See, this build also chose to play Dominus Sparks. I actually don't hate this. Having access to Spark is actually pretty decent for Branded, because you're basically able to kind of control and rotate through options to put more of that control on your opponent. Because, I mean, that's what you need, right? And that's why you're choosing to play this. Control options. We do have 1 Crown. We also have triple Super Poly built into the main deck. You have excellent options. Also, congratulations to the Scum Diabels down here. This card, Stealing Games, because of how good it is absolutely wonderful. Now, we do have Branded Elfnote making top 16 out of this event. The build is pretty expensive also. I think this had a price tag at $1,000, which is nuts to think about. But we are playing Medius in here. We've also got the branded package built into this to give you some additional little filtering options through the deck, which is pretty normal, but also, we have the 1 Albaz kind of warp into, and, board break if we need to. Down here in the side deck, you do see Illusion Gate with the 1 thrust, but you also do find Pot of Going Second down here to further get you into options, but also, with the thrust, we also get the Evenly Matched in here. Being able to call up Evenly in this format is incredibly powerful. I think Evenly is one of those extremely good board breaker cards that, yeah, it's taking people a little bit more time to kind of process for sure, but, honestly, just having this card be available for the pressure that it puts on people is very, very, very good. We also do get to see Elfnote in top 16 here. Another very similar list, but I do see we're going with only 2 Terminus Portal in here. 2 of these. We're doing 1 Wabaz and 1 Incredible Ecclesia. I guess they just didn't want to complete the trifecta of having this. We're already on 42 cards, so I guess they just didn't want to bulk down the deck any more than they needed to. Plus, I mean, you've got the Albion down here. Having access into Pot of Sloth is also incredibly good. We've also got the Fuas down here in the side deck. It's pretty amazing to see that, the Elfnote pile looks like it took off in other regions over the weekend. Obviously, as of filming this, both other WCQs are still going. So, we're going to have to wait to see the developments pushing out of those regions to really make those statements. But yeah, also, once again, get to see Illusion Gate. I love that this card is just a safe one-of. Just go ahead and tuck it in as a one-of, and it'll get the job done to help you out. Next up, we get to see more Cool Tunes. Actually, I think this is our first Cool Tune development out of this block. Now, has anything really changed with this deck? No, not really. I mean, the most interesting thing is, still the inclusion of the Fallen and the Virtuous within the deck, because it just kind of safely helps you kind of set up, which is kind of nice. I see we're also playing, once again, the 1 Pot of Sloth, but we're also playing the 1 Overtuning now. I know Overtuning to a lot of people kind of felt like a dog shit card in this deck after playing it, but if we are kind of returning back to seeing this card, with some amount of play, then I think that's pretty telling, right? Because that's just telling us that the meta's kind of coming back around here and actually looking at different options that were originally skipped over. We're also playing 2 Ghost Ogre, triple Bell, triple Veiler. I mean, you just have so many hand traps. I mean, heck, man, they even went with the 2 Delta and the Gamma. What does that tell you? Oh, we have a Blitzclick top 16 finish. You know, Blitzclick's a terrible deck, they said. And it's not going to amount to anything. You know what this deck amounted to? Triple Thunder King Ryo. I have a feeling that looking at Thunder King Ryo's presence in this particular scenario is probably a really, really good blown out card for people. And honestly, people probably were not very prepared for, you know, Thunder King's presence in the meta. Because, I mean, like, this card really does mess up a lot of things. And also the fact that you can just bring out Thunder King off of one of your Blitzclick effects just to set it up is also very, very, very good. But yeah, this deck is just kind of good stuff. I mean, Shifter, the Fallen and Virtuous, your generic draw power, Purge, just cut things off. I mean, heck, man, you can go ahead and toss 1 warning into this pile. Also to generate some advantage. Also Gordian Slicers. He. Who cares about an extra deck, right? Just slice on through it and keep on going with your day. Mitsurugi Tachyon. What in the... Oh my god. It's the Catapult Turtle FTK. Who let this man cook? Who told him that we could get away with playing the Catapult Turtle FTK in a format with Veiler running around? Who let them cook? I mean, like, congratulations to Paul. First of all, that's insane that actually worked out, but I do see we are doing a lot of the Galaxy Eyes stuff to kind of bring this together. But also, like, you have another solid engine in the deck. You know, you can call up the Mitsurugi cards to kind of spin around and do other things with this. So I do think that there is a solid, you know, backing to this. These builds that get access into the secondary engines are typically very, very good. They are basically allowed to do some incredibly little fun things, which is kind of nice. Next up, we get to see Dogmatica, Light and Darkness. Okay, so there's the 2 Mind Shuffle, which I was kind of expecting. We are doing this package, so 1 Ecclesia, 1 Maximus to shave nicely. We have the Void Apocalypse, 2 Mill Down the Skull, which is fine. We're doing triple Celtic Guard, so they chose not to do... We're not doing Wabaz in here, right? Yeah, no Wabaz. Triple Corrupted, triple Nadir Servant, 1 Magical Hats is fine. We also have the Crossout Designator in here. Okay, side deck, I see we've got the Pot of Sloss, Gordian Slicer, we have the Ultimate Slayer even. I mean, they do have a really, really interesting target in here to send. What if this card, you can target 1 other dragon monster in your graveyard, special summon it. If it's Link Summon. So yeah, that's just worthless. Outside of that, though, this is probably what I would consider the more down-to-earth version of this deck. It's nothing really too crazy. Next up, we have more Despia branded, but I see a Hyper invoked on this this list of things here. We are playing, well, it is 2+ fusion monsters with different attributes to technically make this. So, I mean, this is technically an option that branded could step into. There's also, you know, Super Poly to kind of tap into some of this potential. Super Poly just gets more and more interesting as its card design explores out more, if that makes sense. You know, we just get to see more and more options kind of becoming available for this. I also do see the Scum Diabells down here. Once again, this deck even getting access to do Diabell's lines is incredibly funny to me, but god, man, when it actually goes off, it feels absolutely amazing. We also have the Borreload Furious Dragon down here, as well as a Super Poly target along with the Cool Tune. So they're basically rotating out things that they don't feel that they need, depending on the matchups, to kind of curve things out, which I think is fine. And then we have Sacred Beast. Yes, this is the triple card of the soul. You know, Sacred Beast with Farah still seems like a fever dream, because like you get this Farah off and you're just kind of going to town. The goal is to make sure that, you know, whatever card you reveal doesn't get negated. So if you need a card of the soul to resolve, just go ahead and Farah, or, you know, reveal your field spell, protect it. You know, it's that level of protection that you're trying to get with these cards. And honestly, I'm not surprised to see Sacred Beast doing very, very well in the rogue category. The deck had all of the necessary tools to kind of do well, and it looks like we're doing pretty decent. So what do you guys think about everything right now? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.